to Irene Yoga Flow. In this video, we're going to be doing a 15-minute Vinyasa Flow stretch to open up the hips as well as challenge our balance. If this is the first time that you're with me today, welcome. I hope you enjoy the space that I'm offering, and if you do, please subscribe to this channel as well as like and comment on the video below. All you need for this practice is 2 blocks if you have them. It's okay if you don't. And before we get started, I'd like to just acknowledge that I'm currently living on the unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Maybe take this moment right now to reflect and acknowledge on whose land you're currently living on. So we'll start today with a short grounding exercise. Find yourself in a comfortable seat, sitting cross-legged or kneeling. And so for today's Magic Flow practice, I pulled 2 cards, and one of them is Samadhi, oneness, the Sanskrit term for oneness, and the other is potential. And so I'm going to flash these cards on the screen for you. You can keep your eyes open if you want a little bit more of a visual grounding exercise today. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you to please begin to soften your gaze and look down at the floor, maybe even closing your eyes if that serves you today. Begin to notice your breath. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Just begin to notice and accept the breath. Notice how you're sitting. Are you sinking heavily towards the earth? Are you sitting light? Just noticing and accepting the body, the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body, the breath body. And so when we pull these 2 cards today, you know the message, what the cards want to say to us is we all have the potential to be free. We all can be liberated. But sometimes that idea is just an idea for us. And sometimes we can think it, we can say it, we can know it, but we don't really feel it, we don't really embody it, we don't really believe it. And the universe, she's very smart. She'll give us what we expect to get, not what we think or say we will get. And so for today's practice, ask yourself, what fears or limiting beliefs do I need to let go of in order to be free? What do I need to let go of in order to stand in my truth, to embody my truest potential? Take a few more deep breaths here. And we'll take one big collective inhale through the nose. And sigh out the mouth. You can begin to slowly flutter your eyelids open if you had them closed. We'll find ourselves in a tabletop position, getting set up for our cat-cows for the day. You can tuck your toes if you'd like. Neutral spine to start. Inhale, look up, belly soft, tailbone up. Exhale, tailbone down, rounding in. Look at the belly. Inhale, press away from the floor, looking up. And exhale, lead with the tailbone down. Round your spine, chin tucks in. Now do cat-cow a few more rounds at your own pace. I like to do mine pretty slow and exaggerated, just so I can really feel out the spine. Next one, make this your last one, and then come meet me in a neutral spine. Left hand a few inches forward, thread the right hand through, right ear perhaps sinks towards the mat. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and sigh it out. Press yourself back up. Right hand replaces the left. Thread the left hand through, left ear on the floor. Inhale through the nose. Side out. Press yourself back up, tabletop. With your toes tucked, lift the heels and lift the hips back and up. Coming into your first down dog of the day. Pedaling out your heels. On your next inhale, ripple forward, shoulders stacked over wrists, ankles over toes. And you can't move forward anymore. Soft bend in your knees. And then just lead with the hips back and up. Back into your down dog. Again, inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Soft bend in the knees. Lead with the tailbone back and up. And one last time, inhale, high plank. Bend your knees, lift the tailbone, and lead with the hips back to the back of the mat. And since we're doing this by ourselves in the sanctity of our own homes, I'm going to ask you to inhale through the nose. And side out, big sigh. You can begin to cultivate that ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose and exhale out through the nose with closed lips at this point in time. Walk your feet in 4 steps to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. You can place your hands on your shins to get a length in the spine. And exhale, fold forward. Stomach on your thighs. If you can't quite get there, bend the knees. Inhale, slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Your neck is going to come up last. Meet me in Tadasana, mountain pose. Roll the shoulders down. Opening up the front side of the body. Inhale, arms up. Reach up and exhale, bow, hinging from the hips. Standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, bow, step back into down dog. Now we're going to do our vinyasa. If you've done your vinyasa before, your chaturangas and up dogs, and do which one that you'd like. I'm just going to cue for our track 1 beginners today. Inhale into high plank. And softly lower the knees, bend the elbows, and lower the whole body towards the floor. Once you're here with untucked toes, inhale, peel the chest away from the mat. Cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down, tuck the toes, tabletop, down dog. And then step the left foot a few inches out to the side, right foot in between the hands. Inhale, arms up, warrior 1. Your hips are square to the front of the room. Lightly step that left foot, cross it over to the right, hook the thumbs. Inhale, reach up and exhale over to the right, side stretch on the left side. Inhale, back to center, step the left foot back, bow forward, down dog. Inhale, high plank. And again, bend the knees, bend the elbows, belly on the earth. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down, tabletop, down dog. Step the right foot out to the side, left foot in between the hands. Inhale, arms up, warrior 1. Step that right foot, cross over to the left side, hook the thumbs, and exhale over to the left. And inhale back to center, right foot back, hands on the floor, down dog. Now this time, inhale, high plank. I'm gonna go into chaturanga, so you can try with me if you'd like. As you exhale, bend the elbows halfway into what is also called low plank. Inhale, straighten the elbows, lift the chest, up dog. Roll over the toes, back into down dog, and breathe here for 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, and exhale out through the nose. 2 more breaths, silent round. Pressing deep into your heels, clawing the mat with your hands. Soften the chest towards the floor. Slowly step your feet in 4 steps to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, bow. And inhale, slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time into Tadasana. All right. Step that right foot to the back of the mat, 3.5 distance, turn out the toes. Inhale, arms up. Remembering warrior 1, reaching up, lengthen the side body. As you exhale, begin to fold forward, straighten that front knee, control your descent. When you're about halfway, if you have the blocks, you can take them and frame the front foot, whichever height you'd like. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Imagine a thread attached to the crown of your head, pulling you forward to the front of the mat. You want to keep this nice length in your spine. As you exhale, just begin to bend your elbows and fold forward of that front leg. If you have space today, use that breath. Each inhale, nice long spine, and as you exhale, fold forward, stomach on the thighs. A little bit of compression here, skin on skin, and maybe forehead on the shin. Inhale, straighten the elbows, look forward, and you're gonna drop that back knee on the mat. We're gonna come into half Hanuman, half splits pose, so move your hands a bit back. Begin to lift the left foot so that you're flexing the toes towards you. We're working on our hamstring stretch. And again, just making sure to wag our tail, right hip forward, left hip back. And again, you can stay here like we did in pyramid pose, or you can begin to bend the elbows and lower the chest, forehead over that front leg. Continuing to breathe. Not pulling anywhere, not using your shoulders, using your core, using the breath. And keep flexing the left toes in to get more sensation down the back of that leg if that feels good. Plant that left foot back down on the mat. Lift the back knee away from the floor, and you're gonna lightly kick up into an L-shaped standing splits pose. And again, you can take your blocks, you can use them. They're really great just for giving us a little bit more height and stability so that we can really focus on a nice, long, neutral spine here. You can stay here. If you are working on your splits pose, begin to press your hands down towards the mat. Feel the upper body folding over that front leg, and then maybe begin to lift that back leg up towards the sky. You are externally rotating that hip. Now you're opening up, right? You can also pulse as well, so just begin to point the toes up towards the sky, moving it lightly, just playing with our edge. Breathing here, wherever you are, and slowly come back to meet our friends in L-shaped half splits, standing splits. Neatly, hands in prayer in front of your heart. Warrior 3, nice long line from head to toe. As you exhale, we're gonna slowly bring that right knee in towards our chest. Make a big toe lock with the right hand and kick that right foot out. Now, if I've lost you, you can always interlace the hands underneath the thigh. See if you can bring that right foot a little bit higher. And as you exhale, we're going to move that right foot out to the side here. Keep the belly in towards the spine. Look over to the left shoulder. Inhale back to center. And if you're wobbling, that's totally okay. Some days we just don't have the balance, and that's fine. I'm probably going to fall out at some point. So release the big toe lock, hands in prayer, and we're going to go back into our warrior 3. And lightly step that right foot back behind us. We're going to place our hands in prayer on our middle back, secret prayer. Straighten that front knee, inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Again, our hips are squared. We're just doing pyramid pose, but this time a little bit more wrist action and open shoulders. Nice, long, deep inhales and exhales. Slow them down. Feeling a nice hamstring stretch that we worked on our front leg. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Step back to down dog. Lift the heels and point them to the right backhand corner of the mat. You're going to lift that left arm up. We're coming into side plank. So a couple of variations for side plank. You can have both of the feet lined up in one line. You can place that left foot in front of the hips, or you can stack them one on top of the other. If you have them stacked on top of one another, you're going to inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. Once you can't lift anymore, lift that bottom hip. And exhale, left leg down. And inhale, open up that left leg, opening up that left hip. And exhale, back down. And one last time. Inhale, lift that left leg high. And exhale, back. Let's come back into down dog. From here, inhale into high plank. And listen very carefully. Lower the knees. You're going to bend the elbows, but keep the belly where it is. Just move the elbows until your chest and chin is on the floor. So if you've done this, your belly should not be touching the ground. We're in an 8-limb salutation pose. This might feel uncomfortable for those of us who have breasts. Reach the arms forward in front of you. We're going to make this just a little bit more uncomfortable today. So with your back toes tucked, lift the knees. Okay, really press the knees in toward, press the toes in towards the mat. And just feel that nice tightness in our quads, opening in our shoulders and our chest. And slowly lower the knees. Press your palms underneath your shoulders. You're going to slide the belly down towards the floor. Palms underneath shoulders, untuck your toes. Inhale, lift the chest like a few inches forward in front of you in cobra pose. And if you'd like, you can begin to straighten the elbows, coming into what in yin is called seal. You can have your hands forward in front of your shoulders. You can walk them in as well. You might feel more of a stretch in the back. You can look forward in front of you, or you can even look back if your neck feels fine, adding a little bit to that stretch. Slowly lower yourself back down on the floor. Bend your knees, grab onto the outsides of the feet. Inhale, lift the chest away from the floor. When you can hold yourself here, press your feet back into your hands and then point the toes up. See how your thighs leave the mat. We're coming into a teardrop bow. Now, if you have really open hips and your knees are turning out, just try to bring them back a little bit more in, back into the midline of the body. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, kick the feet back and up. Maybe some rocking here. Maybe feeling it in your quads, or maybe your shoulders are a little bit tight. Just noticing and observing. And letting go of anything that doesn't serve you today. Maybe that means coming out of it. Doing a little mini rest. If you're here, just one more breath, inhale. And as you kick back, hold it at your highest. And exhale, release. Hands underneath shoulders, press yourself back up into down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee in towards your chest and step that right foot in between the hands. Pivot the back foot. Inhale, lift the torso, open the arms, are coming into warrior two. So nice big stance between both of the feet here. Taking a moment just to get settled and comfortable. Maybe bend into that front knee if you'd like. Making sure that back leg is really working so that quad is tight. Press into the outer edges of the back foot to make that happen. Slowly, we're going to straighten that front knee. Hinge the hips to the back of the room. Inhale, reach forward with that right arm. And as you exhale, just pivot the arms. Now if you have the block, you can place it in front of that right foot. Okay? Now if you're finding that you are rounding forward a little bit, just think about bringing the spine back. And really the top arm doesn't really matter. You can place that left arm on the left hip and just focus on lengthening the spine and leaning back. And then you can lift that top arm up if you like. Exhale, hand brings that front foot. And we're going to take that left foot and let it meet the right foot. And I'm just going to come to the middle of my mat just so that you can see what I'm doing, but you can stay at the top of your mat. Big toe lock with the right toe. Soft bend in the left knee and come up, taking that right foot with you. Inhale, you're going to kick that right foot out. And again, you can lift it higher if you'd like. Exhale, externally rotate it out to the side. Lift the left arm up. Now, if this is a lot for you, you're wobbling, can't really seem to find your balance, you can stay here. Or if you still want to play, we're going to play, so as you exhale, we're going to begin to fold forward. So come halfway. You can find yourself balanced. Kick that right foot out towards the side. Point the left fingers. Keep everything nice and active and engaged. Breathe here for one more breath. Inhale back up. Slowly, calmly, the same way that you came in. Right knee in towards your chest. Let go of that right foot. And we'll do the second side. Come meet me at the top of your mat. So second side's a little bit faster since we've been here before. Step that left foot about 3.5 distance to the back of the mat. Turn out the toes. Inhale, arms up. As you exhale, straighten that front knee and begin to slowly fold forward. You can place your hands on those blocks. If not, you can tighten your fingers on the floor. Inhale, looking forward, long spine. And as you exhale, you can begin to softly bend the elbows, softly begin to feel the stomach rest on your thigh. Maybe place the forehead on the shin. And if this is a lot for a hamstring, you can bend the knee. You don't even need to fold. So the second set, really focusing on our breath, noticing how our body feels in this shape. What is turning on right now? That's the exciting part. Slowly, we're going to lower the back knee, the left knee, and begin to flex the right toes in towards our face. Our hands underneath our shoulders or around thereabouts. Flex the right toes and begin to slowly, you can bend forward again if you want that nice hamstring stretch. Now, if you're a runner, this may feel very, very tight for you. So honestly, just flexing that right foot and breathing here, keeping that nice engagement. You're still getting the benefit. You're still getting that workout. Slowly plant that right foot back down on the floor. Lift the back knee and come into a standing splits by floating that left leg parallel to the floor. You can take a peek behind you. So for this version, we're closing off the hips. So if your left hip is pointing out, just bring it down parallel to the floor. And if you have a little bit more room, playing around with your splits, again, begin to open that left hip and point the left toes towards the sky. So the more you press into your fingers, you're going to fold over that front leg, and the more that left leg's just going to naturally come up. And just begin to pulse the left toes up and down. So playing with our edge here. As we know, static holds are a little bit more difficult for us, which is why Vinyasa, we're moving really swiftly. It's a little bit more accessible at times. but everybody's different. Inhale, come back into standing splits, L shape, so close off that left hip. Bring your hands in prayer in front of your heart, coming into warrior three. And slowly bring that left knee towards your chest. Big toe lock with the left hand, kick that left foot out. You can also bring the left sole of the foot a little bit higher. You might lose the balance, so just play around with this. As you exhale, begin to turn the left sole of the foot out to the left side, maybe looking over the right shoulder. Breathing here, keep kicking that left foot out. Inhale back to center. Release the grip. This time, hands in prayer behind your back immediately, and begin to come back into that warrior three shape. Pausing here. Left foot back down. Coming right into your warrior one setup, so left toe slightly turned out. Straighten that front knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Again, control your descent. If you meet with any resistance, pause there and just try to breathe and see what is going on in my body that's stopping me. You might find that you just need to breathe a little bit more. You might find that there's some tightness or some pain. Pain is something we want to avoid. Sensations of something waking up, and that's different. So just listening to the body. Our final pyramid, our final hamstring stretch for today. As you might know in my classes, I really do love hamstring stretches. One more deep inhale and exhale. You can slowly release your prayer hands, step back to down dog. Okay, this time lift the heels and place them to the left backhand corner of the mat. Right arm lifts up. Again, decide what kind of side plank you'd like. Every side is different. So again, you can play with stacking the right leg on top of the left leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Once you can't lift it, lift the hips one last time. Use that bottom hand and that left foot. Slowly close the legs. And inhale, lift the right leg up as though it's going to touch that right hand. Exhale, lower the right leg back down. And one last time, lift the right leg up, lift the back hip, and slowly lower it back down, and come back into down dog. Oof. Everything with control, and if you fall out, just laugh and come back into it. Inhale into high plank. And again, we're coming into that 8-limb salutation. So slowly lower the knees. Now you're going to bend just the elbows. Bend your elbows, feel your chest lower towards the floor, chest and chin touches, belly away from the mat. Reach the arms forward. And again, with your toes tucked, press your toes in towards the mat, so much so that your knees begin to lift away from the floor, straightening them. Again, maybe some discomfort in the chest, in your breathing area, on your shoulders. Maybe your quads are really burning here. So many sensations telling you that you're alive right now. Slowly lower your knees and slide your chest forward so that your belly is on the mat. Take a moment to breathe here. And inhale, lift the chest, your chin slightly tucked, looking a few inches forward in front of you, cobra pose. On our next breath, you can straighten your elbows completely. And again, you can walk your hands in a little bit more if you want a little bit more of a stretch, or you can move them forward if it's too much. Whatever you need today, just give it to yourself. And it's totally okay if you need a little bit more. You know, just go to where you're getting that nice sensation. And slowly, using your elbows, lower your belly and then your chest down on the ground. Bend your knees, grab onto the outsides of the feet. And again, like we did in Cobra, lift the chest, peeling it away from the floor. If you can stay here, press the feet back into your hands. Wow, feel that opening in the front side of the body. And as you exhale, kick the feet back and up. Oh my God, thighs about to leave the floor. So again, working on our balance, resting on the bony bits of our hips and our belly. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, kick the feet back and up. So where are you feeling this today? In your back, in your shoulders? Today, I am really feeling it in my quads. It is burning. And slowly release. Hands underneath shoulders. Bring yourself into tabletop. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Left knee in towards your chest as though it's about to touch the nose, and step that left foot in between the hands. Pivot the back foot. Inhale, torso upright. Warrior two on that second side. All right, so taking a look at your left hand. Maybe making sure that the back hand is straight, lined up. Really proud here. Turning on all of that energy, all of the fire and concentration. Maybe sit a little bit deeper here. Are you breathing? Inhale, straighten that front knee. You're gonna pivot the back hip. Reach forward with the left arm. And this time, I'm gonna ask you to place the right hand on the right hip. And as you exhale, just place the left hand on the inside or the outside of the left foot, whatever feels most comfortable for you. You may need to grab the block if you have it. And then begin to lengthen the spine towards the front of the room. Bring that right shoulder back. And then lean back. Okay. Use that left hand as well to press away from the floor. Once you're here, you can lift that top arm up. So triangle, you're really feeling it in that front hamstring, which we worked out already. You're also feeling that in the side stretch here. So really should be feeling a nice little length in the side body. And slowly release that right hand. Step that right foot to meet the left. We're gonna meet at the top of the mat. And again, I'm just gonna come to the middle of my mat just to kind of demo. Big toe lock with the left toe, right hand on that right hip, and slowly pressing the weight into that right foot. Lift that left leg up towards you as you stand up. All right, inhale, kick that left sole of the foot forward. And again, you can lift the left sole of the foot up as well if you'd like. Losing a bit of balance, you come a little bit more forward. Wherever you are, can you lift the chest up higher? Feeling proud in this pose. As you exhale, turn that left sole of the foot out towards the side. Maybe play with the balance here and lift that right arm up. Like a little tree. Beautiful tree here. And again, come with me if you'd like, or stay here. We're already doing our external rotation of the hip. This one's just for funsies. So as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Ooh, see? Balance. Constant. People think balance is static, it's a state, but you know, it's really a coming and going. Always trying to find our balance. All right, so once you fold it halfway, kick the left sole of the foot out, belly in, press down with the right foot. Breathe here, lengthen the spine, so no rounding in the shoulders. Can you feel shaking anywhere? That's really good. And inhale back to center, come back to that tree, upright tree. And slowly, bring that left knee in towards you and release. You see, you did some balancing, did some shaking and wobbling. Now you feel good because we're out of it. Okay, we're going to come and turn out our toes to the width of the mat. A little bit more. So your toes should be outside of the mat, hands in prayer in front of your heart. And then we're going to begin to sit down, coming into our yogi squat. All right, so if you've done yoga, have quite open hips, or just squat a lot because you take those squatting pictures, this might come really easily to you. But because we're in the West, we don't really do a lot of squats. We sit in chairs all the time. We might just be up here and you're like, oh my God. So you can always take a block as well and just come to where it can help you stay balanced. But if you're down here, press your elbows in towards your knees. Feel an engagement in the spine as you do so. And take a few deep breaths here. What do you deserve in this moment right now? What do you truly desire? We all deserve to be free. We all deserve to be liberated. That's what I believe. Slowly you begin to release the prayer hands. Wherever you are, you're going to come find me in a kneeling position. So if you are close towards the ground, just walk your hands behind your bum and lean back and sit down. If you're a little bit higher, just come back up. And then we're going to come and do camel pose, Ustrasana pose. So you can keep your toes tucked, kneeling on your knees. And you can have hip-width distance between them. Place your hands on your hips. Now, if you have a wall, please come and use it. This is really wonderful. Just press your hips against the wall. When you press the hips against the wall, look up and look behind you. Your hands on your low back is going to help determine how far low you're going to go. If your back's not that open now, after some of the back bends that we've done, that's totally okay. You can stay here. Just keep pressing your hips forward. If you have the wall, that really helps you be like, like that's where my hips should be. But if you have camel, right hand on the right heel, left hand on the left heel, you can also untuck your toes for more of a stretch. You're gonna feel a nice opening in the front side of the body. Might feel something in the groin area. It's very interesting what this pose can give us. As you inhale, lift the chest, and as you exhale, maybe press the hips forward, as we have a tendency to move our hips back in this pose. Sometimes we may press our hips forward a little bit more as well, but you have to feel it out for yourself. Inhale through the nose, lift the chest. As you exhale, press the hips forward one last time. And slowly, if you have your hands down on your heels, place one hand on the back and then the other hand on the right hip. And your neck is gonna come up last. Whew. All right. Now we're going to work on closing off our hips since we did so much abduction and external rotation. So I'm going to demo how our legs are going to look. So left knee is on the floor. Stack that right knee forward in front of it. You might need to readjust the hips. Your heels, it's okay if they're further out. If you need to, you can bring them in. If this is really hurting your knee and you're not liking this, straighten that bottom leg, the left leg, okay? We're gonna come into cow face, which also includes a bit of a shoulder stretch. So inhale, lift the arms up. You're gonna take the right elbow with the left hand, bend it down. So your right palm is in the middle of your mat. Inhale, left arm up. You're gonna take the palm out to the side, and almost as though you're gonna swing out behind you. The left hand is touching the middle of the mat. You're gonna find, well, maybe I can bring the fingers together, go Mukasana, cow face. If the fingers are not touching, you're almost there, but it's not happening today, just hang out here. Keep bringing that elbow in towards you. You're still getting your stretch. If you have a strap, this is a really good pose to work on. I love using the strap for shoulder opening, as well as back bending opening. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, just let out all that stale air. Coming into the cooling part of today's class. Slowly release. Might need to roll the shoulders, and we're just going to do the opposite side. So this time, right leg on the bottom, left leg stacks on top of it. Inhale, lift the arms up, bend the left elbow, swing the right arm behind you, and again, make that little grip with the fingers if you got it. And if you don't, just keep your arms engaged and active. We do something new. It's gonna be a little bit shaky, a little bit fun. Yoga tells us not to take life too seriously at times, not to be worried about how we look like. If we fall out, we're human. Slowly release the fingers and come into a 𝕤𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 variation. So straighten that left leg. We're going to bend the right knee. We're going to sit inside of the right heel. Okay? Now, if you need to, you can also widen the right knee away from you if you're feeling any pain sensations. Inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Again, flex that left foot. You can stay here. You can begin to breathe deeper, feeling that stomach on the thigh, maybe the forehead on the shin. Really no strength from your shoulders. I like this variation of 𝕤𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 because not really using my shoulders here, but using my core, my breath, the strength in my back muscles here. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. As you exhale, bow. Inhale, back up. And we'll do the other side. Left knee bends, sit inside of the left heel. Flex the right toes, inhale, arms up, and exhale, fold forward. Your forearms frame that right shin. And again, you can stay here as long as you'd like. I like to kind of stay in the beginnings of the pose and just see how my body feels. You know, if my spine is still a little bit tight and I'm gonna round the more I go down, I'm gonna stay up because I care about the integrity of the pose. I care about honoring and respecting my boundaries and really listening to the intelligence of my body. Now, if I'm looking for a little bit of sensation and my body's okay with it, then maybe chest is on the thigh and forehead is on the shin. And any sensations that I feel is interesting, but not dramatic. A few deep breaths here. Inhale, coming back up if you went down. You're going to release that left leg. You can move out the legs if you'd like. We're going to come and lie almost down. We're going to do one last little bit of a stretch. We're going to bend our knees, feet are hip width distance apart, and lift our hips away from the floor. We're going to come into tabletop. So you can keep your chin tucked, looking down the center line of your body. You can also lean that neck back down. Slowly lower. You can do this version of tabletop, or you can bring your, extend the legs down on the mat. Place the feet on the floor. And then inhale, again, lift the hips. Straighten the knees. And keep pressing away from the ground using your palms. Plant the soles of the foot down. And again, you can look back behind you. Squeeze your glutes. And slowly lower back down. All right. We're gonna come into our happy baby. 𝕤𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚. Turn out the knees. Soles of the feet towards the sky. Grab onto the outsides of the feet. And roll from side to side. Lift the tailbone up and down. Just do whatever you need before we do our final twist of today. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Then we're going to bring the knees over to the right side. Open up your arms, your wings. Look over the left shoulder. Now, if you'd like, you can straighten the right leg and bring the left knee closer towards you. You can even bend the right knee and grab onto the right foot. Just adding a little bit of a quad stretch here. So 5 deep breaths, and I'm gonna stay quiet. Slowly release that right foot if you have it. Just readjust, come back to the center. Again, knees in towards you. Bring them over to the left side. Look over the right shoulder. And again, left leg straightens now on the floor. You can bring the right knee in closer towards you. Maybe bend that left knee and grab onto it with your right hand. Both shoulder blades on the floor. You can begin to close your eyes and just let all of the motions and movements that we did kind of settle in towards you, settle into your bones. What are you feeling? Where are you feeling it? How are you feeling now compared to how you felt at the beginning of today's class? Slowly release that right foot if you have it. Return back to center. We're going to come into Shavasana, or dead body pose. So turn out the toes, open the palms up towards the sky. Close your eyes if that serves you today. If it doesn't, just look up towards the sky. Do what you need to do so that you can really soak in all of the benefits of today's practice. We opened our hips, then closed them. We opened up the front body, stretched the back body. We really gave ourselves the movement medicine that we deserve. Slowly begin to breathe a little bit more deeper. Begin to move your toes, move your fingers. Just do a head to toe scan. From your toes to your ankles, to your shins, to your knees, to your quads, to your hips, to the low belly, to the ribs, to your chest, all the way up to your fingers and your wrists, the forearms, your shoulders, your neck, and your jaw, and your mouth, and your nose, and your eyes, all the way up to your forehead. Nice 360 head body scan. And once you're ready, roll over to the right side in your fetal position. And lift yourself back up. We're going to close today's class the same way that we started. Placing your hands in prayer in front of your heart, slightly bow the head forward. Soften the gaze and thank yourself for showing up today. Thank yourself for committing to your self-care, to your me time. I thank you so much for joining me today and practicing the wonderful gifts that we have from Mother India. Thank you.